Does His Football Stand, brought to you by Fan Vibe. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Does His Football Stand. It's Darryl Johnson from Middlesbrough, north east of England tonight. Welcome to the Preston versus Middlesbrough preview. And obviously, you know, this is a midweek game. We just played against Brentford on Saturday night. And a lot of people have only just recovered from that win. 2-1 win at Brentford on Saturday in what was a pretty good result for us. Hopefully this is a sign of good things to come. Two wins on the bounce now. Could we make it 3? We'll be against a pretty decent Preston North End side who, I'll be honest with you, they're not having the best of seasons so far in the Championship, sitting in the bottom half. Obviously, if we win, we'll go top of the league as long as Norwich lose. If Norwich lose, then we're top of the league, and that's obviously if we win. We have to win the game first. So it should be an interesting game. I mean, we are away. When you talk about Preston away, you have to go back to New Year's Day, when obviously we beat them 3-2 after coming back from 2-1 down in the first half. 2-2. Some good goals. Johnny Howson with a goal. Danny McArdle, I think, with 2 goals. And obviously Jordan HUGILL scoring for Preston that time out. But he's against his former team. Will HUGILL start though? That is the main question. And obviously I'm going to discuss it with a guest. I'll introduce him into tonight's guest, ladies and gentlemen, is the guy who was on the report for the Boro-Brentford game. It's no other than Boro Fan TV's Danny McArdle. Welcome back.
Hi, mate. Thanks for having me on. Pleasure to be here.
Yep, welcome back on again. For those who watched, if you watched yesterday's, the podcast thing that I uploaded earlier with with a new guy, you'll have seen the table. 36 points, Norwich, both on 34. A win for us and we'll go top on 37 as long as Norwich lose their game. Well, Norwich are playing this week. I don't know what day though. Could be, I think it might be Wednesday. If it's Wednesday, then we can go top of the league for Tuesday night, and then obviously Wednesday night, hopefully Norwich lose, whoever they're against. By the way, I did forget to say, I said probably Wednesday. They're playing on the same night as Boro, so it's going to be an interesting night. Let's get back into it. Leeds on 33, West Brom, Sheffield United, Derby are all on 31, and Forest to 7th on 30th, so on 30 points. So it's tight. It's very tight. The tightest I think I've ever known it for a couple of years, which I think we mentioned on the Brentford report. But Danny, Preston North End away. Obviously they're sitting 16th. It's 2nd versus 16th. First question I'm going to ask you, do you think Jordan HUGILL will play against his former team?
Yeah, I think he will play and I think he's going to score as well.
Be a bit of a sickener for them, no?
It would, yeah. I think he's bound to score. It always happens, doesn't it? I mean, players go back to the former clubs. You know, they're always up for it, aren't they? And I think he will be tomorrow night, and I can see him score. Maybe 1 or 2, who knows, but I think he'll definitely score. Yeah,
I think if he's going to score against Preston North End, why not do it at Deepdale? But
exactly.
I just hope he doesn't celebrate in front of them, because that would be disrespect.
Yeah.
And it would definitely get Preston North End up his backside. I mean, you know, we got 2 games on the bounce. Obviously, we got this game tomorrow against Preston North End, chance to make it 3 wins on the bounce. And then we got Aston Villa, which I think is going to be the first defeat in a couple of games. Obviously, how do you feel the fact that we can go top of the league if Norwich lose?
It's exciting. I think it's a really big chance. I think the main thing is that we stay in that top 2 because I've seen Norwich are playing. They've got all the way tomorrow, and I can't see them slipping up at that. I think
they won't lose that.
Yeah, if we stay in the top 2, I'm happy with that. That's where you want to be, isn't it? But if we go to the top of the league, even better.
Yeah, definitely. Now, on the actual game point of view, for me, well, it's a winnable game, but we don't make things easy for ourselves, do we? That's the issue with us.
No, we don't. I don't know if you've seen as well, Preston have unbeaten in 8 games. I know they're 16th in the league, but they're unbeaten in 8 games, championship games. so it's going to be a tough game.
It's going to be tough. I'm not. I don't think it'll be a high scoring game like what the cup game was, but that was our second. That was against our second team. Just going to ask you, what is your score prediction for the game?
I'm going to go us to win 2-0, and I think HUGILL and Down in the score.
So Danny thinks it's going to be 2-0 to the Boro with HUGILL and who did you say Downing scoring?
Yeah, Downing. Yeah, I don't know why, but
I don't know why. Yeah, I'll be honest with you, he's not having the best of times. But he's getting old, so I mean, you can't expect that.
I think his last goal was it Ipswich away? He scored in that match, didn't he? I think that might be the only goal he scored this season. Actually.
No, he scored against United.
Sheffield.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. He just got 2 goals there. Yeah.
He didn't get 2 goals there. 2 goals this season, I think he scored. I don't know. My prediction. I do see Preston North End scoring. Lewis Moult could start up front for Preston after their top goal scorer. Colin Robinson's been ruled out for at least 3 months, so that's good. But I do think they'll score 1, and I think we'll win. But I can see it. I can't see it being comfortably. I think it's going to be a 2-1 Boro win. 2-1 Boro win. And I think HUGILL will score. Everyone's going to say HUGILL's going to start and HUGILL's going to score. I think HUGILL will score once. I'm going to go risky and I'm going to go for Mo Besic. Even though Mo Besic, he played decent against Brentford, but I don't think his goal scoring form's not been great. To be honest with you.
I think his last goal was Sheffield Wednesday. He scored in that match, didn't he?
Yes, that was his last goal.
Might be his last. Yeah, he scored at Ipswich as well. I remember because I was at both of them games.
Oh, that was a good game. I enjoyed that. Tony Pulis has a fully fit squad. And Ryan Shotton's back in training. That is a positive for us. Jordan HUGILL, who scored 3 in 2 games, should face his former club. Can you see him? Well, he's on three goals in 2 games at the minute. Do you think come the end of Christmas he could be at 10 goals?
I think he could be, yeah, if he keeps this good form, but I don't see why he can't be. I mean, if he scores tomorrow night, it's going to get him well on the way. It's a big ask, yeah, but I don't see why he can't, to be honest, with the form he's on at the moment. Yeah.
Preston obviously wins in 12 matches against Middlesbrough in all competitions since the 1987 FA Cup victory. So they haven't beaten Boro. They've not beaten Boro for about 31 years, if I'm not much mistaken. 31 years, I think it is. Yes. 32 coming up. Middlesbrough have not lost a league match against Preston. Obviously, they were beaten 1-0. Oh, that's the same thing. Oh, no, actually, they've not lost a league game against Preston since April 1972, when they lost 1-0 at Deepdale. So, we've not lost a league match against them for about a good 46 years. Alex Neil's only victory over Middlesbrough was in the playoff final. Not going to say anything about that. We've kept the most clean sheets. We kept more clean sheets than any other team in English League football this season. Preston unbeaten in the last 8 games, as you said before. Their current longest streak in the Championship, which is going to end tomorrow night. But yeah, I don't think there's much really more we can really talk about, unless you have anything else you want to pipe up about.
I just hope for a good game, really.
Yeah.
I just hope we play as good as we did against Brentford, because I did think we were good in that match. But I don't know, maybe we could play better tomorrow night. Maybe if we get that first goal, we could really kill them and get some more. Because we need to score some more goals. I think that's how. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can win this, but we don't make things easy for ourselves. But yeah, that's going to be the end of the video. Danny, thank you very much for coming on stream, mate. I would leave it. I would leave a link in the description, but he said he doesn't use his YouTube channel, so there's not really much point, to be honest with you. But yeah, this channel and obviously the video is sponsored by FanPipe. Go and check out Daz's FS. Link will be in the description down below. Thank you all for joining, and we will catch up with you all later. Up the mighty Boro.